3, 2, 1.
Hey guys.
Why did you stop? You don't want to play today. You don't want to play today.
Wow.
I don't want to play. You don't want me to play.
Oh, bye. Why don't you want to play? Because you're not giving me 10,000. Is that
what I ain't giving me land.
5,000 a week.
Because we're not giving you 10,000.
We're not giving her anything.
No, we're not giving anything. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to Just the Three of Us with Tommy,
Toyin,
and Courtney.
Yes, another episode.
Another day.
Another dollar. Another dollar indeed.
You actually say that though.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Happy vows.
Happy
V-Day. Happy Galentine's.
To those who celebrate.
Happy vows.
Yeah, happy vows. What did you say?
Sorry.
What did you say?
I'm trying to figure out. It will be post vows.
Yeah, we post vows, but like
Happy
it's
vows.
still in this spirit.
Looking back.
Yeah,
Looking
in the
back.
spirit of love.
Love.
The spirit of love. You didn't get us heart sweets today. That's good though, because I'm not allowed sweets. But
Oh.
what happened? You're not in the.
I didn't have
spirit of love.
time. I didn't have time. You guys would have said I'm too late.
To be fair, I was letting you do it. Courtney, I said, Courtney, don't say anything when she comes in. And you know the first thing you said.
I tried.
Courtney, you didn't try. It was 1 second.
No, but I did try because I said it when you were here, so that I wouldn't say it again. That was the thought process.
But why didn't you guys
but then
get?
you walked through the door and then
what?
And you know
My
the
head
rest
was
of us.
I told you it's good that you did it. I'm not eating sweets. That's why I didn't get anything.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually not.
Bye.
you
I
just
am.
always get it. So
I did. I got it 1 year. I got it 1 year.
No, sorry, context.
But
But
I
got us
did-
heart sweets last year for Valentine's Day.
I think we actually
No,
recorded
and the year
on.
before that.
No,
Did
it was.
I?
I think it was just last year.
But we recorded on Valentine's Day last year.
Yeah, that's why
I
it was
definitely
actually on
did.
the day.
And back in Wimbledon in Wandsworth,
Yeah.
the shop is like basically
Yeah,
there.
at the
Whereas
bottom of the
here,
road, yeah.
I was very conscious that I didn't want to be later than 7:30
Later than you already were.
No.
because
But
Connie
it's
would have
okay.
been on my case.
Seven.
Huh?
It's okay. How is everybody?
ma'am.
How is everybody doing? Huh? How are you guys doing?
No, sorry, we're still discussing the time.
Leave the time alone. It's
Thank
past.
you,
It's in the
Tommy.
past.
Thank you.
Don't look back. How is everyone doing?
Well,
Well,
How are
Courtney.
Well,
Me too.
Tommy.
Well times 3.
well.
it's really good.
On
I'm
today's
gonna take that.
episode. Today, in the spirit of vows, in the spirit of Valentine's, I just want us to remain open and honest today. By the way, no,
The shade.
yeah, this because you know I was actually
The shade.
I was sitting in on another podcast like that we recorded here, and honestly, the honesty, I said, wow, this is astounding.
What are you trying to say, Tony?
Yeah, I can hardly remember. I send you guys to listen to that.
Are we not honest?
You're not open.
What?
You remember I said open and honest. You're honest.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
When I push you, you answer. However, you're not willing. You're not open. And
I'm not willing.
I disagree.
I think I'm quite willing. Twin,
I want you to sit this out.
And you guys think you're more open than me.
Courtney's the one, me, I'm 2. You're number 3.
You're not 1, and you're definitely not 2.
So you're 1.
I'm not 3.
Anyways, my point is,
I'm 2 and I'm the 2.
what I'm saying is, I want to encourage open and honesty today. Is that okay? Thank you.
I'm not
So there was
That's
something.
fine. I'm already that anyway. That's fine. I'll be me.
Go, you go, girl.
You, baby.
3. I can't get over that.
So again, in that conversation, yeah, basically different podcasts actually, but the conversation was around purity. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, like I said, spirit of vows, purity, kind of versus, but it's not versus, but verse for the sake of the introduction, verse abstinence.
Yeah.
And it was basically like, why are the two conflated? Because, you know, when you're talking about, you know, abstinence and purity and whatever, it's only looked at it in
the
context of abstinence. Yeah. Purity is so much bigger than abstinence, but however, it's only the only focus when you talk about Christians have to be pure, is abstinence. And I wanted to start with, what is you guys' definition of purity? Yeah.
Let's open up. Take it away.
I can Google it as well.
Take it away, man.
Because my own would have been.
There's words where you don't actually like.
You don't want to say the word to describe the word.
Mine is to be pure.
Look at that, they're pure and
that's my definition of purity.
I don't know how to.
I think it's
not use the word
clean.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I like this synonym. Should I say another one?
Yeah, go.
I haven't got one yet. Clean.
I think it's
holy.
Holy.
Spotless.
Yeah.
Spotless.
No, that's holy.
Blameless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I had to choose one word, I would say clean.
That's a very good word.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In the Bible, this is AI, but purity is a state of being free from contaminants or being faultless, uncompromised, or unadulterated.
Compromise is so heavy.
So that is
crazy way to explain it.
Yeah, literally, it's purity. So
can you say it one more time? Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. A state of being free from what contaminates, or being faultless, uncompromised, or unadulterated.
Yes. Some big words.
What did you say?
For real.
Big words.
Yeah. I'm not even going to the definition. I just wanted to know what you guys would define purity as.
Yeah.
So I guess why do you think people only, when we're talking about abstinence and talking about the sexual immorality, things like that, why
that's when purity comes up?
Why do you think
that's the only time when it comes up? Or clothes or dressing, but obviously in the sense of like
it's
for other people's eyes.
Yeah.
So why do you think that is?
So the oof is so funny.
Like that.
I think it's the most no, because I wouldn't even say it's the most.
The most what?
Like outwardly action of
purity.
What's in your heart? There's not like
I get
but then I'm thinking, but it's not.
It's not
because I feel like how you even treat people on a day-to-day basis is the most
absolutely
outwardly action of if you are pure in heart or not. So why is that, Twin?
Why is that, Twin?
I actually don't know where it came from, because like no as in like I've always known it associated with that. So now to think why is almost like have to like unlearn the fact that it's always been associated with it. So I don't know why, because even in scripture when you look at pure, like pure in heart, or creating me a clean heart and stuff like that, or clean and pure interchangeably. It's not always related to that.
And I'm so happy you said that, because I searched Bible passages about purity, because Bible believing girls.
That's right.
And the ones that came up, Matthew 5:8, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Psalm 119 verse 9, how can a young person stay pure? By obeying your word. Philippians 4:8, finally, brethren, whatever is true, whatever is honourable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is gracious. I think it was think of those things, Psalm 51 verse 10, David asked God to create a clean heart within him. Other things were going on. There was nothing. Like, obviously there are Bible passages that relate to the abstinence side of stuff, but the purity was so outside of that one thing. When I searched it, that I was like, okay, so then why is it only basically spoken about in that context? Do you know what I mean? Because there's so much more to it.
No, there is. The only thing that's come into my head is how it says let me find it so I don't but when you engage in sexual morality and it says that you sin, like you against defile yourself, and I feel like maybe it's that sense of defilement of like it's number one, it's a sin where it's on a pedestal sometimes.
It is when everything's the same,
and in a society where relationships are so
important.
like they are. That's what reality TV is about. Do you know what I mean? Like literally.
Yeah,
so I think in a society where, like.
That's the focus.
Yeah. In a context of relationships, as in friendships, family, and opposite, then like relationships are massive. So I guess I guess maybe being clean and being pure is just related to that category, like romantic. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
I get what you mean. I think.
I feel like it's probably easier for people to talk about, which is weird because at the same time I don't think sexual immorality is something that's easy for people to talk about, but I think in the context of purity and being pure in heart, it's actually easier to talk about that than to actually see it in its entirety of, okay, I actually need to check myself type of thing. Because I think more time when you've then based it on just not doing certain actions, you think, okay, cool, as long as I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do this, I'm calm. But then it's like the not doing this, not doing that, and whatever, it starts inwardly. So like, yes, you may be able to have self-control and stop yourself from whether that be watching pornography, masturbating, having sex, or the above. But what are your thoughts? Like, what are your attitudes towards
your heart
things?
is
Do you know what I mean? That your heart is still in play.
Still in the wrong
So I think it's easier because it's so action based that you can actually stop the action, but then you can't stop the foundation that was built. Like, it's harder to stop that, if that makes sense. So I think that's why people probably focus on it more in terms of the action itself, because it's like, if you self-control is not easy, we all know. Sorry. Disclaimer, we know self-control is not easy. But like, if a Christian was to say, actually, even just general, some people just abstain for a period of time just so they can say they have self-control, but then they still go back to it. Do you get? If you can say, you want to say, oh, you know what, I'm going to stop for a while, you could do it. Yeah. But like, again, what's the why are you stopping it? And even if it's stopped for a while, like, why are you stopping it for a while?
That's why they said creating me a clean heart. Like, God looks at the state of our hearts so much, because that's where, listen, everything flows from it. Like, that's you see, that's what the Bible said. Everything flows from it. Like, you need to first check yourself. Like, okay, where needs to be clean? Like, no, God, where do you need to clean? Because if that's the only, that can only be the way you show that I'm so pure, then you're not, then honestly speaking, because there's so much more. Being a good and good in the sense of God, not just good like for the world, but like doing the things, obeying the thing said, obeying his commands, doing his, like, there's so much more to purity than, I waited for marriage to have sex. Like, no, well done and amazing, and God will, richly bless you. But like, there's so much more. There's so much more. There's so much more to the conversation of purity, and I hate that, like, it's always just looked at, because again, like you said, that sin is put on a pedestal, but this is sin, by the way. It's a straight line.
There's no hierarchy.
There's no hierarchy. So like, okay, am I being prideful? Am I doing this? Am I doing what else? In what other way am I being unclean than that? And obviously not saying slip up. Please, everybody, try your best.
Don't ignore this one. Don't ignore it.
No, because it's not either or. It's all.
But you know what it is? I think it's so interesting what you guys are saying, because it is so much easier to just change one's behavior. Not as in the act that is actually easy, but it is, when people look at Christians, they Bible says that you can identify them by their fruit. But I feel like fruit is not just what you can perform, because there's obviously performative of what you do in front of other people, and then not always performative, but your public self and your private self. And I think, like, scripture always talks about how what we do behind closed doors, how we come to the Lord, how we ask for a clean heart over all of what we can do externally. I feel like that's what that's what essentially, like you said, that we're judged on and that we're looked at. But I think it is so much easier to just begin to change your behavior and begin to perform in a sense of, and even judge in a sense of like, oh, did you see like someone like was going to church and she was it's like Cardi B or someone very famous, like
Jada
Wader.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh my gosh, like the skirt, like how you wearing tights and whatever she was wearing. And it's just like, that's not pure, like that's not good, like da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But I think we're very quick to base, you know, whether it's opinions, judgment, but essentially on external factors only. Only. And I think even somebody coming to the faith when, like, obviously you want everyone's behaviors to change. You know, ideally you want what happens internally to be manifested externally. But you can't do it the other way around. Like, you can't say, and I think this is even something that I do in my head, or I have experienced, where it's like, let me just change that. Let me just stop going here, or let me just, you know, put on this covering dress, or whatever it may be in the quote unquote impurity terms. But you have no knowledge and understanding of why. And it's not for God. It's just because now, do you know what I mean? Now I'm a Christian, or now I'm going to church more. I need to do this, I need to do that, because that's what Christians do. And it's like, that will come. But you need to have the understanding first. Like, you need to have the knowledge of why, the purpose of why first. And I feel like that's the internal work, like of God actually revealing, you don't need to be there, or XYZ, whatever it may be. Because I think without that, then you begin to go back. And then it's easier to, well, it's not, it could be easier to go back, basically.
No, that's good. And that's why the Bible says, like, my people will perish for lack of knowledge.
Ooh.
Because lack thereof. Because you're doing things you don't know why. What is your why? We always ask, what is your why? Like, and your why has to be God.
Why.
Like, you need an understanding of, oh, I'm not doing this because of this, or I do that. We spoke about it that time when, you know, you were mentioning about drinking and and like, what is your why? Because if you don't have that, you're even more susceptible to falling. Like, you don't have a strong root in your why. So when the devil wants
to enter,
when he wants to tempt you, what you not do it? You do it
straight away, no question.
That's not even temptation. That's just like, let me just walk down the road real quick. Like, no, because temptation is like, an actual battle. Like, do you know that when they said Jesus was tempted, like, that was an actual battle. Like, this is not even a battle. You just laid there and said, take me. I give up.
No, that's so funny.
That's crazy.
Boy.
You didn't even get tempted.
You did it though. Let's be real. You didn't get tempted. And it's okay. We're not there yet. You just didn't get tempted.
No, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. And I guess the actual conversation was Christians thinking the only way to be pure in their relationships is abstinence. So what other ways would you encourage purity within relationships?
Read your Bible.
Read your Bible.
Pray for that. Pray for that purity. Because like you said, I think when you realizing that it's not just in external means, then you can actually begin to ask God, like, can you actually make this an internal burden, or you know, do the internal work.
Why are you laughing?
You started singing.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry.
How do you stay pure in relationships?
Our ships
and
other
and
things.
Some things.
That was a pod.
Our ships and some things.
Oh God!
I'm sure we had a part 2 of that one as well.
Unfortunately, I think
and special guests.
I think you have to. It might sound a bit weird, what I'm about to say, but I think you have to
hear it.
Focus on yourself, like, as much as you possibly can.
What do you mean?
So we're talking about
Elab,
obviously
elab.
the effects that would have on the other person, because with relationships, yes, you are affecting, even in family, friendships, whatever, you're affecting the other person more than you're affecting yourself, or first and foremost, who knows, whichever one is, I'll get back to that, but you are placing an effect on the other person. So I think when you are in a relationship, you're essentially working towards becoming one.
Absolutely.
So anything that hits them will hit you back.
Yeah.
So this is why I say you kind of need to focus on yourself, and it's like is genuinely is a form of self-love in a way that it's like you don't want to cause unnecessary damage.
Yeah.
So any work that needs to be done, like, try and be vulnerable enough to allow that work to be done.
Yeah.
So if that is being honest with, you know what, I struggle with, let's say, being kind. Like is really, really hard. Like I really struggle with being kind. Why are you laughing? I really struggle with being kind. Again, whenever we pray to God about these things, like, he's not obviously going to now start pouring kindness into you. No, like, he's going to give you situations in which that fruit can manifest. So then again, if you're like open and honest with your partner about that, I guess there will be a certain level of awareness to then show grace to you in moments where you may be unkind, or when situations come up, they can, you know, maybe encourage you or urge you, maybe you sort of trying to work on kindness, so maybe this is what we need to do, X, Y, and Z. So I think what I'm trying to say is the way to be pure in your relationship is, it can only be done through like vulnerability. Like you can't not be not vulnerable but still expect purity to come to pass. Because if you were genuinely struggling with things and you didn't voice that to the other person, they're not gonna know. And God is funny as well. He won't show the person. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, God wouldn't show, like, there's some things God would show and some things God wouldn't show. He wouldn't show the person, because this is now a moment where you guys have now decided you want to work towards becoming one. Okay, so how does that look like? Communication. Like, that's the only way.
Wow.
I didn't want to
Big
use the big C. I'm trying to use things outside of sexual immorality.
Yes,
but,
that's good. Drives home the point.
Trust me. Be kind of be kind. But you gotta speak.
No, you actually have to. You have to speak, and I don't know. You have to just be willing to hear. I think.
No, honestly.
Oh, we finna get back to that. Why did you all shout like that? Oh, okay. Sorry, back to my point. You have to. You have to be willing to hear, because they can be speaking.
Ears are closed.
So you're not listening.
The ears are closed.
Your ears are closed. So then big C's for nothing. Big C equals 0, because you're actually
have
not
your ears ever been
listening.
closed?
Have your ears ever been closed? Yeah.
Miss Open and Honest number 1.
Absolutely.
So what in particular?
Like, let's say, cool, back to what I was saying before about conflict. Let's say you've had conflict with your
You never brought
she
that
wanted
up.
anyway.
with your significant other.
You never brought that up.
Past
This is the
significant
first time-
other.
random.
This is the first time you're bringing this
very
up.
random.
This is the first time you're bringing
Anyways,
this up.
past significant
random
other.
example.
Past significant other. In times of conflict or communication, big C's, both big C's. Yeah? Conflict or
Not the little
communication.
one.
Not the
Not
little
the
one.
little one.
Have you been a listener, or have you been a listener? Let's leave it there.
What's the or?
I don't want to. I want to
go there. I want you to
they
finish.
say ask open questions. Have you been a listener? That's not even open, because that's a yes or no question. How have you listened or not listened? That's better.
Cool. So, obviously both.
Yeah, listener, not listener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have I not listened?
Yeah.
It's very easy. What? Like, you know when you hear someone talk and you're just like, you're already thinking of what you're gonna say, but you're even probably interrupting what they're saying.
Yeah.
All of that stuff.
Fair.
Yeah. But that's not just with like significant others. That's with especially with family. What if we're talking about something and I just think you're completely wrong, then my ears are closed. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, but then I think bad, you just don't behave in a nice way. That kindness, it just gets sucked up. Like, you're rude, you're like, I get quite sarcastic,
very.
Like all of those things that just come flooding out of you, and you're like, wow, like,
God, this is me.
No, and like, it's so funny because I always see people that are actually mirrors.
They will show you who you are.
Mirrors.
You think you're cute?
You think that looks can just get you through to the altar?
No, like sometimes,
like,
it's like, is this actually me? Like, I'm actually a bit mean.
I didn't know I could be mean girl. That is what what? I realized that I raised my voice. Like, Toyin!
Guys, if you know Toyin, this is a shock.
No, sorry. Toyin.
I know. It's not nice revelation. When I realised it, I said, and
we have another level.
There's another.
It's so funny. That's so funny.
Where like I said, and when like you just. There were so many things of arguing. Like, I'm not a big C conflict type. I mean, you guys know this. Like, I avoid it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't avoid.
Out the door.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't avoid though.
Yeah. No, especially you can't.
I obviously not in every scenario and to everyone, but I can shout.
Wow, I never knew.
And I didn't even know that my lungs can.
I don't know if I'm proud, if I'm like. I'm so conflicted right now. I don't know.
I think you understand our confusion. Because you can shout.
I don't really know.
Why don't you shout then?
Just give me a little high five. Just a little high five. Thank you. But
no fair. I agree though. I think you start really learning, like it's a humbling experience. And I think like you, I have been a listener. I think I'm a good listener. However, I think there are times where I have the answer already. It's a rhetorical question.
As in,
I'm gonna say what I need to say right now, and I'm not like. And it's bad. It is bad. Because it's not portraying long suffering, is it? It's not portraying patience. I think one thing in terms of the big C, my communication. No, like my patience. Sorry. I think I need that anyway. I think I need that anyways. But maybe I thought, we're trying, we're growing. No, my patience is actually like maybe -20 actually. Yeah. I think so.
-20 is a lot though.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know where it went. Like, I think we go up.
What's an example of like you not having patience?
I think it's back to what I said. Like, it's a rhetorical.
So you've switched off.
I've already. Yeah.
Okay.
You're saying something. No. This is this way. It's like
there's
this.
urgency for you to say what you need to say.
And again, like the cutting off when you're speaking, only because I'm trying to speak. I didn't get my point across.
Let a girl speak.
My point across. But I think it is bad, and I feel like if you don't nip it in the bud, it can become a cycle that then becomes very unhealthy.
Definitely.
Very unhealthy. But what about you, Courtney? Big C.
Why did she laugh? Or the little?
Or the little one.
What's the question?
The question is, how have you been a listener? So we're talking. We were speaking about how.
I've been listeners or not listeners.
Yeah.
And how.
Yeah.
So I think I'm a great listener.
Okay.
You are.
Okay, that's good.
No.
Is that all you have to say?
So I got this. I'm not talking.
Courtney, you think? Don't let me. Because if I start.
Go on there, because you know more than me.
I do.
You think there's been a moment in the past?
There's been a moment. Okay.
Open and honest.
There's been a moment
that I wasn't listening.
Okay, and why? But then, like,
but at the same time, See, this is why this is conflicting, because I feel like there was nothing to listen to.
And Courtney would say that because what she was listening to wasn't of substance to her. That's why she would say that. Not that there wasn't anything to listen to.
No,
This is live in the
I'm
flesh.
being honest.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm being honest.
Okay, there was. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I was doing the talking. There was nothing
Okay.
to listen to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
then how
there
were
was
you
no
listening?
verbal communication back to you.
I don't recall.
You know the voice is so loud.
Courtney.
No, I genuinely don't recall.
Okay.
Like, and I know that is not cute, but I genuinely don't recall.
It's never
What do you say? I was
I
going
just
off.
remember talking.
I was going
Yeah.
off. Fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
I'm sure words were said.
It happens.
I'm
It
sure
happens.
I probably listened in the moment.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I guess you. I was gonna ask, has anything like surprised you? But I think you said that you were a shout.
Shout.
Like, the shouting surprised you.
No, I'm still shocked.
No, I am.
Like, is there anything that you've done
That has surprised
that has
me.
surprised you?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's the
in conflict.
conflict,
Yeah.
or just in general. I guess it would be conflict, because that's only
Yeah.
when things start coming
Coming
to
up,
the
damn
surface.
it.
That's
That's when the real you starts bubbling.
No,
But,
no. The real you.
I
I think-
of mine.
I don't think so.
No, nothing surprises me, but
I think I
things
was
are
surprised.
What are you
magnified.
surprised by?
Bro, I was. It's not. You know,
Open
people
and
might not even
honest.
think it's that deep, but like, you know, where I think I'm so calm and composed, and I just feel like my thing is, when things happen, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm more of an avoided type. Bro, I was going back and forth on text.
Oh,
Oh,
I said,
that's not you.
oh.
I said, that's not me. I had to go, and it was in the morning, guys. It was in the morning.
Oh. They got you down bad.
It was in the morning, and I was had to go
Started
to
her
work.
day
But I said,
Nah.
no, you're not gonna play it. But
Yeah.
You're gonna play
I
on my
said,
phone.
I said, this is not me.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know. I was so shocked.
She's about to cry.
No, because it takes a lot out of you.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
That's
huh?
why I was shouting. That's why I was going back.
Going back and forth in
Guys, what's
text.
going on?
Girl.
Bro.
Anyways, anything you've done that has surprised
Nah.
you knew you were
She was
capable.
capable. That's so funny.
No, I actually want to hear the worst one. Honestly, I want to hear the worst. Like, you feel like you've done that, even for you. Like, that's a bit crazy. Just not crazy, because I know you'll say it's not crazy, but it's a bit much even for you. Wait, what? Wait. What are you thinking about? Because
Boy.
she said,
You know what? Like, is it the case for you, Court, where like, no, 'cause she's not saying anything, right? So,
she's thinking. 'Cause I
has
wanna
your
go
brain
back to her.
removed that memory?
Yeah, bro.
Because you know when I'm trying to unlock it, but something's telling me don't.
Guys,
There's
what
something higher, but
happened?
it's not
There's stuff
unlucky.
that's not me
happened?
anymore. It's not me.
Not me. That's what I said. It's not
It's
me,
the
bro.
old babe.
It's not
It's not
me.
Yeah, it's not oldie. That's
It's
why
not
we're
me.
sharing.
BC days. BC
Don't
days.
sharing what to
remember
do, what not to do. That's what we're sharing.
I was
Yes.
just born
Girl.
I wasn't born. Not in the spirit.
in the spirit.
No, there's been so many times where I've been.
Twin.
No. This one isn't bad. The memory he has. This one is okay. I've been so like frustrated that I would literally I couldn't speak. Like
Wow.
I had nothing to say. Like when you shut down so much to the point
Yeah.
where you're just like you're past nonchalant. Like you're past like I don't care. You're just like like okay.
It is what it is.
I've got nothing else to say. I might as well go to bed, wake up, we'll go into tomorrow. Like, do you know
The
what I mean?
day's over.
The day's done. Like, because I don't like acting on the emotion.
Yeah, same. And I don't think you should.
Because then I get. Oh, you differ?
No, you guys should have known. Connie was Connie. Because when I asked you if you have anything to say, you didn't say. So you
What
act
can I
on. So you
say?
used to. The old.
Yeah,
The
but we've
OG
been knowing this.
act on the emotion.
We've been knowing
That's
this,
what I'm
guys.
I'm not saying that I haven't, and I don't still now, but
Talking growth, babe.
but there's growth.
I know.
Yeah, there is growth. There is growth.
There's a desire not to.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
And like
That's
you said,
nice.
in those tests,
Bro,
in those tests,
Those moments.
Yeah.
that's why you have like literally. I have to phone a friend. I have to do something.
said phone a
Get
friend.
me out of this,
She
like,
said phone a friend.
because even
Yeah.
to the point. No, I've tried a lot of things
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
because I think what I realize is I actually get frustrated a lot.
Yeah, same.
I need so much better.
What happened?
It's just toy talking.
Yeah, no.
I get frustrated
tried
a
a lot of
lot.
things, guys.
No, I've tried a lot of things.
Not fair.
Lot
And
of coping
God loves it. We love a
mechanisms.
trial.
God loves a trial, man.
He loves
Love
a
a
trial.
trial.
The righteous man falls down.
You get back up. Get back up. Back
yeah.
to you, Courtney. What was
We're going
one
back.
thing that you were, even for you were like, oh, maybe this one is a bit shaky.
But this is why I scare me sometimes because
Well, if you
When
scare
she
you,
start-
then
like if she starts like that, then I'm scared
Boy.
about what she's about.
because
to
I
say.
don't think I've ever had a moment where I've thought this is too far.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying just a bit closer to.
No,
You've never had a moment.
really.
no.
So
Like,
what's
I've
going
never
through your
said
mind?
that,
Like you're
this
happy,
was
She's
content.
That's what.
purr.
Hey. So what's the afterthoughts?
No, this girl is not real. She said, I did that.
I did that.
I did that.
I did.
No, that is.
No, do you know what it is?
so
Yeah, because
funny.
and it's even weird because I have this thing is like when I feel, and I don't like to keep
That
those
in.
things in me because I will literally explode.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Obviously now like we've managed it properly.
managed
You know,
it,
we
but
go
yeah.
to God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But before, like if I'm upset. The other person will know. You will know about me being upset.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Like,
yeah,
the conversation ends there.
Yeah.
Because not even like I'm saying it to get a reaction or for there to be some sort of resolution or anything. It's just like, this is how I feel.
It's your process.
And that's that. Yeah, I think it's part of my, this is why I never think is like, I've gone to, because like, it's
but
part
will
of
you
my
come?
process.
Okay, but will you come back and say sorry?
If you think that you did anything like
After the process, obviously you've processed it. Will you go back and
I feel like you
because
do.
you I'm not saying you stand in what you did because like it was part of the process you needed to feel.
Then no business.
But would you go back and be like, okay, maybe I could have, or sorry for this, like is that
with
ever
the other
part of the
person,
story?
not just with God.
Yeah. Thank you, Toyin.
Because
so
we've
much.
all been there.
They know me so well.
God, I really didn't
I'm
mean
so
to
sorry,
do
God.
that. But there's always another person involved.
Okay, so
I embarrassed him.
Have you, no, you truly, I'm
So I have to go say sorry to my father.
No, he deserves all
He
the
deserves all the
apologies.
apologies.
Bro.
Have you said sorry?
He knew it was coming even.
Have I said sorry? Have I?
Have I?
I'm trying to recall a time I would have said it.
Does that mean no?
She can't recall. No.
No, I have. I think in the context of relationships, I've only said sorry when, like, I know I've done something wrong. But again, I think I've said sorry actually.
Oh.
Proud of
Thanks,
you.
guys. Maybe it was like a sorry for shouting. Like,
That's still a sorry.
That's
You're still recognizing.
Well done, Courtney. Clap for yourself.
Woo, woo, woo.
I'm not afraid to say sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's just the sorry's got to be legitimate. Like,
Yeah, no, it does.
if there's no legitimate reason, then my sorry, like, I can't even pretend sorry.
Yeah, but what if you're the other person feels like
I was gonna
you
say.
hurt them, wow, and you don't feel like that?
I think you just need to keep communicating that to me until I get it.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I actually agree. I don't like
That's
saying
all.
sorry unless I genuinely feel like the sorry is going to be like from the
Meaningful,
heart.
yeah.
I
Unless it's just words.
Exactly. I don't want it to just be
Yeah.
words. I don't want it to just be I'm just saying like you're just saying sorry, just say sorry. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Toyin said no,
I'm
say
not-
sorry.
I
Tony says
Sorry,
sorry like
say-
every 2 sentences.
yeah. I actually need
guys.
to delete
Sorry,
that word.
guys.
I need it
Sorry.
to be a meaningful
Yeah,
word
I need
again.
it to
Yeah.
be meaningful. for
Because I
sure.
think that there are things where it's like, yeah, it's just very unnecessary.
You said that very.
It can be a very throwaway word for me.
Yeah.
But like when I actually want to apologize for something, I think I don't just use words. Do you know what I mean? Like I will want to do something on top of that, or like kind of show that I'm actually sorry.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how I differentiate it.
Fair.
How
that's
do you
just for
guys,
me.
how do you guys apologize? Because I was talking to one of my friends about this the other day. So they celebrated the birthday, but they decided to do like something else, like not with like the friends. Obviously, I not that I didn't care, but like I understand it's your birthday, celebrate how you want to celebrate. Obviously, in my dramatic style, I was like, oh, how can you not want to celebrate with us? Obviously, they said sorry if you feel that way. So now that's how I want to ask, like.
That's so funny.
And I
like
said to them,
that
like, yo,
before.
that's not an apology, you know, because
I wouldn't be surprised if you have.
Yeah, but I meant it like so genuine. Like I said, like it wasn't like a sorry if you feel that way, like how you guys will think.
Interpret it.
I don't mean that.
It was just more like I said, I didn't see where they were coming from, like fully. But I'm also like sorry that it actually came across that way. Do you know what I mean? Like and that was kind of why it came across that way. So I've used that, but I also understand why that can come across as ingenuine though, and that's why like I get it.
It has a tone to it.
Yeah, it has a tone. How do I apologize? Like, oh, sorry. No, not.
Sorry.
No, I say like I have to try and think about what I'm saying sorry about. And I think that's
I'm
what it
sorry
is.
for.
Yeah.
It's like we're in school.
But even that is like I don't know. I feel like apologizing can be so weird sometimes.
It can be.
Like, I'm sorry for making you feel like I feel like anything that I'm sorry if you feel. I'm sorry for making you feel. Like,
no, honestly.
Yeah, you're basically apologizing so the other person will forgive you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So their feelings aren't hurt, but your feelings, like, does that make sense?
No.
I think I get where you're trying to go. I think it's more so a question of, are you apologizing because you genuinely want the other person to feel better, or are you apologizing so that you feel better in that situation?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people don't want to hear the apology. So,
have you guys ever rejected an apology?
Nah.
No, I don't think so.
It's never that deep.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Or not rejected, but like, even though, let's say something happened that the consequences of that actually changed things. Does that make sense? So let's say you were hurt by a friend and you apologized, forgave them, but actually now the relationship has just changed and you're not close.
Yeah, but that's
just consequences.
That's consequence.
That's consequence.
That's consequence.
But the apology is still accepted. I see
but
it.
things have to change.
Things still
things can change.
Do you know what I mean? It's like when you sin and you pray for forgiveness, you're still gonna experience the consequences of that sin. So
yeah, I agree.
Why do you?
It was like a little shiver, a little shiver.
So yeah, I don't think consequences have anything to do with if the apology is accepted or not.
Yeah. How do you apologize? I'm intrigued.
How do I apologize?
Yeah.
Rarely.
Joking.
That's what she thinks.
Say that out loud.
That's what she thinks.
No, but genuinely though, like, I'm not even saying it to like.
I know you believe it. No,
I have been wrong. I
am wrong. Oh, thank you.
Oh
Thank you
no,
for accepting
1,000%.
that.
I have been wrong.
Yeah.
I am wrong sometimes. I will apologize. It's not I don't find it hard to apologize.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think it's quite a rare occasion.
Fair. That's fair. No,
Have you guys apologized this week so far?
No, I didn't do anything.
Last
I
week?
don't think.
Probably.
Did I do anything?
I said probably.
Last week, maybe. Did I do something? Probably.
Exactly. I haven't.
Wait, how can she ask us that? She has to tell us that she hasn't done.
When was the last time then? If it's so rare.
When was the last time I apologized?
Oh
When
my
was
God.
the last
Connie,
time?
you're so funny.
I don't even remember. When
Hey.
was the last time I apologized?
When was the last time you apologized?
That's so interesting. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I feel like because I used to, I wouldn't even say I apologize so much, but like, yes, I did get myself in wrong situations where an apology is needed. Like, I just became more aware of my actions and how I live. Obviously, sometimes you'll slip up here and there. Like, no one's ever gonna get a 10 out of 10. Maybe 9, but like 10 out of 10, no.
Yeah.
I was just, again, like, I'm more aware of where I go, how I speak, who I speak to and stuff like that. Yeah. So then, again, like, a sorry isn't needed in the conversation or whatever happens. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it. I hear it.
But I have apologized recently. Maybe within the last 3 months, I definitely have.
Oh, again, clap for Courtney.
Thank you.
I
hate you guys so much. I hate you guys
In the past 3 months. Woo!
No, but yeah, I think it takes a lot. It takes a lot to apologize. First of all,
It takes a lot.
and it just goes back to the mirror that we were talking about in terms of relationships. Because, bro, you start learning things, seeing things, and I don't know
who this person is.
if you're not plugged in to the source, then I don't know how you're gonna handle that, because it can be hard. Do you know what I mean? Like, it can be so hard to come to realizations that, oh, this is she, this is me. Like, this is actually me. It can be very. This is me. I'm exactly where that one from Camp Rock. Is that Camp Rock? It's Camp Rock.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Y'all ain't gotta break into song every time.
We do.
It's literally been one other time.
We absolutely do. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
This app.
she said this ep. No. So I have.
I'm scared. I don't like when Tommy bring topics. I'm
Why?
putting it out there in the world.
Why don't you?
I do.
Why don't you like when I
You make me
love it.
nervous.
Don't be. That's what I'm saying. If you were ready to be open and honest, you wouldn't be nervous. You have no reason to be nervous.
And I
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
All right, Miss Open and Honest number 1.
why did you have to do that?
You said you're number 1.
I didn't say I'm number 1. I said I'm not number 3. It's different.
Okay. Anyway, scenario. A Christian couple
Shook it.
are dating seriously.
Then date.
Bye.
Sorry.
Oh,
She
That's
said
my answer.
that.
a Christian couple are dating seriously. Let's give them names. Maybe for the girl, give me a name.
Anita.
Anita. Okay.
I'm Montoya. I knew.
Sorry.
If you say that man's name again. Okay, names.
This could be real. This could, you know.
So you want Anita and who?
Montoya.
Montoya. Okay.
Por favor.
I was about to say
Por
something
favor,
really bad.
Tommy.
I was about to say they
Okay.
don't sound very Christian.
Gonna
But
sound no literally.
Montoya.
Know what they
Anyways,
doing.
no. Okay.
Can we give them real names? Because I actually don't want to be shouting Montoya profile for.
Oh my.
Can we give them real names?
Okay. I'm gonna
Let's say
think of
Mike
your
and
real
Alex.
names.
I was gonna say mine.
Okay, I want Sade though. Sade and Mike.
Okay.
My name's Tommy and I'm Nigerian.
Absolutely. My name is Tommy. I'm Nigerian. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Anyways, Sade and Mike.
She said you give an anti English name.
You know what I mean? What we doing?
English.
Double English. Huh?
Sorry.
We in Africa. We in Africa. Anyways, guys, you know I've been trying to say this thing for 5 minutes.
Sorry.
Sade and Mike are dating seriously, and they have made a commitment to both purity and abstinence. So they are trying to be pure in heart, pure people,
I like
and
that.
abstain.
Yeah.
Well done.
Shout out to
Well
them.
done to them, innit? It's hard.
Shadi.
Go.
I'm Miguel.
Miguel, girl. She done cheated already.
Oh my god. Okay, they work hard to avoid physical temptation, but they are struggling to maintain purity.
This is why I said don't date.
Oh my god. Can I finish?
Yeah, come on. This is a
Sorry.
real, probably so many
You
people
said Miguel.
experience this.
Girl.
They're struggling. Tell us about Sade and
You changed
Miguel.
Mike to-
Mike, why did you say Miguel?
I just think Mike is short for
Sade's
Michael
cheating.
sometimes.
So should we do Michael then?
Sade and Michael.
Let's not get too
I
far.
like Michael. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start again. Sade and Michael, they are a Christian couple dating seriously.
Is this seriously for me?
And they
babe?
no, because it's serious dating. You know, sometimes you kind of
They're
get
dating to marry.
exactly.
Yeah.
They made a commitment for purity and abstinence. They work hard to avoid physical temptation, but they struggle to maintain purity of heart, sometimes becoming overly focused on each other to the detriment of their individual walks with God. The desire for each other seems to overshadow their desire to keep Christ at the center. And I liked this because I think it's a lot of people's stories.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about it whilst we're on this topic
Love.
of love.
Love.
Yeah, so I want to talk about it because have you ever been there? Have you ever
She
been
said
there?
we're being open and honest.
I said we're
today.
being open and honest. Have I ever been there?
Been where?
You keep asking me
That's a
rhetorical
long
questions.
scenario. Let's not read it again.
Exactly.
Let's not read
Have
it
you ever
again.
been in a place
Struggling
where
to abstain in a relationship
And
not
stay
abstain.
pure.
and
it's
be
pure.
pure.
So
in heart.
this one's not talking about abstinence. They got that locked, and that's what we were talking about. How
The
the
external
purity is kind of overshadowed by abstinence. They've got that on lock. Their thing is the purity of heart. Their thing is how are they remaining pure to God, kind of thing. So this is saying they're struggling with that because their desire or love for each other, man, it's overshadowing kind of
My God, my God, my God.
Thank you. It's overshadowing my God, my God,
Yeah.
my God. And I'm saying, have you ever been there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think the
Yes.
answer is yes. So hopefully we can help you out, Sade and Michael.
If you're listening, just know that.
We're here for you.
Yeah. So what's it? I actually hate us. Honestly speaking, every time we do something like this is what happens. What's
never
wrong with
serious.
us?
We're serious for them.
If we can ever get through a pod without laughing, I'll be shocked.
Exactly.
I'll be so
Honestly,
bored.
but yeah. So we've all clarified. We've been there. We've
Been
done
there.
that.
Come to the right place.
How how
Hopefully.
do you get out of that?
You don't.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like the only way out of that is actually marriage. Like, but even that in itself is like,
What are you doing? Wait, sorry, Courtney.
Sorry, she shook some tables. She said.
Sorry, do you know what? Carry on.
it's genuinely
Tommy,
hard
okay?
because
Okay.
the thing is like,
I'm okay. I'm just waiting for her to finish.
sorry, let me start again. It's like, I honestly, my answer is don't date.
No.
I can't give
Because
that
do
answer.
you know what? I don't think don't date is realistic
No,
because
it's not.
people want to date, and I think that's why it's so important to have these conversations. Just date in
Yeah.
the right way, and you'll,
Yeah.
by the grace of God, you'll be okay. But we need to speak about these things.
So we're talking about the purity of the heart
And
and
yeah.
the desire for your partner.
Yeah,
It's
overshadowing the desire for
Overshadowing
God.
the desire for God.
Yeah,
Okay, can I say what I really want?
yeah, you
to
can.
Say, that's what we're here for.
That's what he said. Talk.
I think when I hear that,
Yeah.
and this is something I even had to ask myself, it was, I hate using this word, but like, what was your singleness like? Because
Reflect
if
on that question.
I say you have to get married, but anyways, if your singleness was focused on God and allowing God to build the right foundations, then even though that desire will come because you have to be attracted to your partner, come on guys, it's natural.
It's natural. Natural.
It will never overshadow your love
Ever.
for God.
Ever.
So I think getting back to that, sorry, with that again, you have to ask yourself, okay, what was my singleness really like? Be honest, what was it really like? Like, was it just focused on like surface level things? Did I allow God to go deep? Did I allow myself to go deep?
Did you have a singleness
No,
season?
did I even know myself properly? Like, all these are very key questions.
Write them down.
Sade, Michael, are you listening?
Shade. Oh no, I'm Michael. So the men have to do the work too.
You guys are actually making it.
They're very key questions to ask. I must hold it there and let y'all go.
I want Toyin to answer. Well, actually, do you know what? I want you to answer first. Yeah.
Will you finish?
Yeah.
I'm a pause, but you go.
Oh, play.
So how'd you get out of that? Just as a reminder, that's the question. Out of.
Because my answer is so extreme.
No, but that's why I want you to finish because I feel like I'm thinking about it a lot.
She said, "I want to know. I want to know."
I don't know what you think.
Okay,
say what you gotta say, Toyin.
on your point, I do
No,
like
no,
your
no.
point because you know the page that you sent today. I actually clicked on it, and the first literally 2 hours ago, the question was, "Am I fully capitalizing on my single season? Am I ready to date well? Am I ready for the commitment and sacrifice that a covenant marriage requires?" And I think your point on, what was I doing? Was I just playing?
Yeah.
Was I actually just playing? And of course, if you were, God
That's
will
fine.
help you.
Yeah.
He will help you inside the relationship. But like sometimes it's more reflecting on, okay, what was I doing then, and was my focus solely on God? Because I think if that was the case, the presence of someone else shouldn't automatically make your focus turn from God. Like, and if it's, I don't want to say if it's the right person, but if it's the right person, let me just say I can't be
someone you're
politically
aligned
correct.
with.
Exactly. Then it should even just be strengthening that focus more than taking it away.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it should.
the physical aspect of stuff now gets in the way, and and I don't think this is only like this. The situation is only physical. I think it's more like the ones where you want to spend so much time with your you want to do this, you want to do you're forgetting that you have Bible study to do.
You have a life.
You know what I mean? And it's not, and it doesn't have to be anything like sexual. Like it's just more like you just always want.
You're replacing that person with God.
And it's like that's what I'm asking. How do you move away from that?
I think
What are you
you.
gonna say? You have to break up. Anyways, carry
Carry on saying, because clearly they say I can't say my points now, so carry on.
No, because Courtney's got a good trail of thought, but I guess I'll go.
I know you agree as well.
No, do you know what it is? It's not necessarily that I agree, but I think like, I guess I'm looking at it in a way that, okay, if you like, yeah, no,
Do you want me
because
to go?
no, do you know what it is? Yeah, because that thing, like, I think I don't know if you guys heard, I said if you had a singleness season,
Yeah.
because and also because yeah, that's but full stop. But number two, because you can have a single, like I said, you can have a singleness season. You can put it on TikTok, you can put it on Instagram, you can put it wherever you want to put it. Did you have that time with God though? What did you actually do? Do you know what I mean? Like, because
That's right.
you can take time away and you can, and I'm even speaking to myself, you can do whatever you want to plan to do in that time. But if you are not transformed, you did not spend time with God, because that is all that happens when you spend time with Him. Do you know what I mean?
Transformation.
So even let's say you went from one relationship, you have a singleness season, you go to another relationship, you should be so different in that new relationship. Not saying that it has to work out or all of these, confirmative factors, but you as an individual, like you said, you have to be different. The way how you approach courting or, dating, praying before you do go on the date, whatever it may be that you want to begin to do, or what you've learned from that time, bringing it into the new time, there has to be a shift. So I think it's good to acknowledge, number one, that your heart is straying from God and that your heart is on the other person. Because if you don't know it's a problem, if you're not aware,
So if you don't
know it's a problem, hey, then I may get extreme. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like we need to be so alert of these things.
This is an issue.
And I think that just checking your heart regularly is so important. But I think when you are aware, it's having things in place or putting things in place to ensure that doesn't happen again. But like I said, mainly probably I would say having things in place so that you can begin to be honest about where you're at, and not necessarily with the other person. So let's say you have friends, elders that you can just talk about, actually, do you know what? Like, I'm kind of feeling this way. Like, or I've noticed this change in myself. Like, have you noticed anything? Can you pray? Whatever those things are, but just having things in place that you can do and fall on, because I think, or even if someone else can even spot it out for you, it's like, whoa, hold on a second. I think that's very important. So just a circle of wise counsel around you, but also just things in place. And that thing could be, do you know what, I hate this word,
take time apart,
but like no, but sometimes not necessarily like break up, but you might have to say, do you know, I'm gonna take some time of praying and fasting, or I'm gonna do whatever you decided in that single season or in that time with God. I don't want to lose you. Like, I don't want anyone else to take your place. So you have almost like a toolbox of things that you fall back onto and you can use when you feel like you're going astray. And I think, I think with relationship, because things can move so fast and you learn, it's a mirror, right? So you learn so much about yourself in these times. So I think you just have to be honest with yourself and with God when things aren't looking good.
Yeah.
And I think because we can all post the Valentine's Day dinner, flower bouquet. We can post all that. Do you get? Because that's something good and that's sought after. But it is that, not even that it's a bad thing, but it is that acknowledgement of actually my heart, you know, I don't want to do the things that I was actually, you know, XYZ.
Yeah.
I need to get myself in, and so at least if everything comes back into alignment, then you're fully there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, and I do think it's a bad thing, actually. I think it's a bad thing. I think if all it points to is that you've made that thing an idol, because anything that goes above God is an idol. And I guess speaking to myself, and I'm speaking to myself, because it's like, and it can easily get there. That's why I like your point about you have to be truthful with yourself. First of all, like you need to identify that it's a problem, because some people don't think it's a problem. Like you think it's kind of like you've seen God as a placeholder, and then now your significant other comes, and it's like, oh yeah, no, like this is how it's meant to be. But nothing, no one, not even in marriage, nobody's meant to take God's place in your life. Like that's just a point blank. There's no argument, there's no going back and forth about that. Do you know what I mean? So I think if you realize that your relationship has become an idol, you need to pray. Sorry. You need to beg God, first of all, for forgiveness. Forgive. And second
mercy.
Of all,
that's what you need
strength.
to say.
Strength. I'm not saying break up, because like I don't know, I just feel like it's all a bit long. Like break up, get back together, break. I think it's long.
Something said that's a bit long for me.
However, what I do think is if you gotta take a week or two, we're not talking, or we're only saying hi and bye, like talk in the morning. Do you know what I mean? Like we need let me do what I need to do. Let me refocus, and also he needs to refocus as well, because I think. Both of you, Shade and Michael, both of you, like, honestly speaking, the effort can't be on one person, because that's how, back to I did this in my season of singleness. What does his season of singleness look like? Because you come together, one person's season of singleness, it doesn't align. So that's why, of course, there's gonna be, this thing of we're loving ourselves so much, can't get enough, can't leave you, can't let you go. You know, I love you, baby, I love you, baby, I'm Kate. Of course, it's gonna be like that, because. My point is, everybody should just reflect.
Thank you, guys.
No. You wanted to go back to your point.
Hey.
No, because I actually like that thing, because it's so easy to get there. Like, and it's like we said, we've all been there. But you need to reevaluate, and you need to reevaluate what's important. Like before this man came. After he goes, if he goes,
this is the thing, like
God, the one and only thing that remains is God. So like once you start to see it like that you shouldn't ever let anything take his place ever. And it's not that you can't, I guess, love your partner without loving God like that. It's not, you
love them well by loving God. Like you don't even know
much.
how to love without.
Exactly. Thank you.
Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Who are you learning love from then?
Who?
Do you
get the world?
Yuck.
So
funny.
Yeah, because are you sure?
That's what you want to learn. We're showing one time.
Are you?
Bro.
Sorry.
Goody.
That's the world. No, that's what they're learning. Reality TV.
This is what we're learning. Like, it's what's
really bad.
in your face.
It's really bad. Yeah.
I love you. Does it have meaning anymore?
Wow.
Does it actually?
I just wanted to ask you, how do you guys think your seasons of singleness went? Because honestly, when you were talking, I felt like, I don't think I did anything.
No, like Tommy,
bro.
I can speak from a minute.
Wait,
I labeled it that.
Like I feel like my season. My singleness was like, I'm single, loving it. I wasn't doing the like. I'm an introspective person. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't going as deep as I need to have been going, and I feel like. Sorry. Yeah. What
just gonna let you guys speak.
No, what about you? Why?
Why?
Speak.
You're
What about your
a JT3 member?
Words cannot leave my mouth.
I asked a question. I asked a question. What did your season of singleness look like?
Why are you turning?
You said you're open and honest, number one. So
Why are you putting words in my
Toyin already
mouth?
answered.
I
She
said
the same
in-
as mine.
Yeah, I literally described my season of singing. I said it's labeled that, but actually it needs to be filled with the work, and not even the work, but almost literally like even how Paul describes it, like singleness is so beautiful. You have no other distraction, like literally nothing. So there your heart is, do you know what I mean? Your heart is therefore so open for God. You're so free to serve, to do this, to do that, to not obviously you care about other people's needs and you know all of that stuff, but they are not such a priority in comparison to a marriage. So you have time, essentially unlimited time, no responsibilities, all of that kind of stuff in terms of relationships. So I think if your season can look like that, you know, where you actually don't have distractions, then I feel like it will be like time really well spent. But I think when there are competing desires, then I think it's hard to truly it's hard because what was it? What was it? I'm not saying that, you know, like, it's just there's so much beauty in a season of singleness. And obviously there are people who, you know, are in a season for so long and they are desiring this thing. They are wanting marriage. They are wanting companionship. So I completely get that too. But I think that what I'm learning is that there is nothing greater than this, because this is what it's going to be for eternity. So like,
I love that.
How can we desire something so much more than what we're literally destined for? I mean, we didn't know any better before the ages of whenever we decided to learn what love was from the world. We didn't know it from that. So even in the short space of time which we've understood love from TV or from, and maybe not even love, lust, you know, all of these other things, in this short space of time, our viewpoint has been so corrupted with what healthy relationships look like, with what good communication looks like, with what all of these characteristics look like. But when you actually go back to the Bible, then you can relearn that. And again, learning that before you, it's like learning and applying. But learning from the right source rather than
the wrong.
The
wrong. Well said, girl. Well said.
Click.
Courtney, what would you say your season of singleness looked
and can
like?
you finish your answer?
Finish my answer.
I don't think she remembers the answer.
She knows exactly what she's gonna say.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Okay,
Answer for what?
First the season of singleness. The answer for the other question.
Your advice. You got to know your
Oh, my advice.
Yeah. Sade's waiting.
Sade doesn't want to know. Michael don't want to know.
They do want to know.
What did it / does it look like? It looks peaceful.
Amen.
And I think that's gosh, it went out my head.
Do you think it's been utilised well?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I think it has. And I think that's what, like, how you are with God is what's going to reflect with your partner. So if your relationship with God, and I don't mean peaceful in a way that's like there's no trials or tribulations, but like you know who he is to you and vice versa. So you know the type of reverence to approach him with, and you know that he's still gentle enough to, you know, care for you, whatever. Sometimes I feel, God, just give me a hug type of thing. And I go to bed, like, because I know that he's my father. Like, I walk around like I am the daughter of a king. So talk to me nice. So,
that's it.
But, yeah, I think that singleness is as much as, like, allowing God to work on you and yourself and how you would be with your partner. But, again, it's also about setting the foundation of your relationship with God. And I liked what you said about something about like losing God and stuff like that. And I think for me, like, it came down to a question of, would I rather lose God or would I rather lose this person? The person's got to go, because you have to go, because even in eternity, we're not going to be husband or wife. So,
hey, brother.
Hey, brother. But I'm here
the original.
I'm here saying, God, is me and you forever, then I need to act like it. Like, act like the words that you're saying. If I'm saying is me and you forever, that means in every single scenario in life, we are the team. That person's just there. Like, do you get, like, the other people, they're all extras in our story. Sorry, it's given so many characters. But
no, I hear it though.
I think is really giving yourself time to set your relationship with God will definitely affect everything else. Yes, you want to work on being kind, you want to work on being caring, blah 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 blah, loving, all that stuff. Oh, be a dutiful wife, yada yada yada.
One more.
But how are you with God first and foremost? Like, if you're quick to rush through your prayers, if you're quick to read through your Bible, if you're quick to just say, okay, I spent time with him today and that's it, like, then that's how you're going to be with your partner. You don't know it, but that's how you're actually going to be with them, in ways that you think you're not. So maybe in ways where you may think that, oh, I can spend quality time with them, but actually you might be quick to get through an argument because you don't want to like address anything.
And it's back to that mirror and why that relationship will show you that. Because you might not see how you are with God. God sees it, but he's
showing you how you are with me.
This is how you it's literally, this is how you are.
No, you learn so much.
This is you. So this is what I've been dealing with.
No.
This is you, girl.
This is you, girl. That's what I've been dealing with.
So, yeah. No, really,
microscope.
Yeah.
It's literally like you're under a microscope.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, that's so good.
Yeah, and my answer?
What's your answer?
The reason why I'm a big advocate for this answer I'm about to say, I need to put a disclaimer out there, because I genuinely think it's the easier route. And
You're saying,
I like the easy route. Okay. I don't want to do any more work than is necessary, whether that be emotional work, mental work. Like, I don't want to do more than is needed.
Okay, so what's your answer?
Break up, innit? But...
Okay,
Sade, Michael, don't cry now.
To be for real,
on the grounds of
you're saying you're now desiring this person more than God, and we've said, okay, look back, what was your season of singleness like? If your singleness season wasn't doing what it was supposed to do, maybe you need to go through that, and that's fine. But I don't. It's possible to go through it with the person and allow God to work, but I just think it's harder. I think it's way easier when you're on your ones. You may cry, tears will flow, Sade. Tears will flow, Michael. Let them flow.
Guys,
it's fine.
Michael as well. Like,
I said Michael as well. Okay, cool. Sade, Michael, tears will flow, and that's fine. But I think there's a beauty in going through that with God one-on-one.
Yeah.
And then even if it's coming back together down the line or whatever, cool, hey, that's not my part to tell you lot. You don't ask God that part, innit? But like, there is a genuine beauty with going through that with God one-on-one. That's why I will always be an advocate of take a step back, reevaluate some things, do what you need to do, and then proceed. Because I think sometimes when it's happening in a relationship, like, it's so hard because there's a tug. Like, you need to be working on yourself, and you will never stop working on yourself anyways. Let's get that out there. But then it's like it's like real life, like, trying to reflect it as it's going, and it's like sometimes things take time. Sometimes they take time, and I think if you're not graced with a partner that knows how to show grace is gonna take even longer.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Gosh.
This is why I'm an advocate for that, because it's the easiest route.
Yeah.
But guys, Sade Michael,
All the best.
do what you need
all
to
the
do.
best.
All the best. X. I pray that you desire God more than
Amen. No, honestly.
your partner. That's
Honestly,
all.
and I feel like just even on a practical level, like just remind yourself of who God is. Like if you find yourself in that sitch, you know, and you don't want to break up with him, or you both don't want to break up because you're both Christians. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like you both understand how important, or you should understand how important God is. Maybe it is just you guys taking a bit of time to just like go and relearn. Like this is God, by the way. Do you know what I mean? I think just relearn it, re-understand it. And then pray for the strength to remember that.
Not pray for the strength.
They have to pray for the strength because there's sometimes you know it, but you're still not doing it.
Yeah.
You're still not doing it. It's like when they're speaking and you're not listening. You know?
100%.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, that has been episode 93.
Is that all?
That is all. We got to go.
This was ages.
It was like over an hour. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed that. Got something from that. Join the conversation. Tell us, what does your hashtag season of singleness No, I don't know what I was playing in that season. Honestly, I was actually saying like, I was just so focused on like, I'm sick. I love it here. I wasn't obviously doing the one-to-one with God and stuff, but like I didn't go deep enough, man. Honestly, like in reflection, I think I could have done more.
I don't even know if I can call mine a season.
I'm so finished.
And on that note,
that's me being open and honest.
That's for being open.
But now we are there. Hallelujah. Now we are there.
We will catch
Was that a shout? So I really want to understand what.
We will
okay, can we tell them bye? We'll catch you
Bye.
on the next episode.
Why we tell them bye?
Because they don't need to hear Toyin shout.
I didn't. Was that a shout?
No, you didn't shout. I don't think you shouted.
Oh, wow.
Everyone's version.
I want to hear the other shout.
When you say bye, say bye.
Bye.
That was a rubbish bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
If it wasn't you that's on my side,